let's go up north now to our city. I'm quite excited about this trade.
Jeez.
Quite excited about this trade because we have a bona fide engine now. Brandon Ingram is coming to Toronto.
Yes,
He's already
sir.
stated on camera Toronto's one of the best cities to come to play a game.
Oh, I didn't know
So,
he said that. Okay.
yeah, he put Miami, LA. Third was
Oh,
Toronto.
okay. That's
And
good to hear.
he's not coming for the weather. I'll tell you that.
No, facts. Definitely not. Especially all that snow today.
But either way, he's a fan of the city, and we got him, right? So, what does this do for the Raptors, who we thought? I mean, obviously he's been riding the bench for a couple months now at this point, but we've kind of done a 180 where we're not really losing those close games. We're actually beating teams like convincingly. We're 5 for 6 in the last 6 games. We made some changes. We're getting players back. It doesn't even look like we're going to be in the sweepstakes for a top pick.
Oh
Where are
man,
the
I hope not.
Raptors gonna? I mean, I wish Brandon Ingram would just take the rest of the year off, pop up next year, and hopefully we lose 15 straight like the Washington Wizards or something. But realistically, the Raptors are turning things around, and they look like they are not about that kind of culture of tank will come back next year. They're trying to make every day count right now. So we've managed to keep Pirtle, which I thought was a great asset to keep. We have Scotty Barnes. We have quickly RJ Barrett, and now Brandon Ingram for our top five. What does the Raptors look like right now in the East?
That sounds
Given that we're
amazing on
healthy,
paper. That sounds amazing on paper.
yeah, it's a really good team.
Now, what does it do for the Raptors? Yo, in theory, I hope the Raptors I let Brandon Ingram heal, let him take beer time off because
Yeah,
but at the same time too, who knows? Like him coming into this lineup, it could take there could be growing pains, right? Because now
yeah,
you have RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, Brandon Ingram, Pirtle, and like four of those five guys typically have the ball in their hands to score. You know what I'm trying to say?
yep,
So RJ Barrett has gone better since he's come to the Raptors at moving without the ball.
for sure.
Not really dribble. So that helps a little bit, but like I said, this team on paper looks amazing.
Hmm.
In my world, in my perfect world, I'd want them to. I don't want the tank, but hey, we're in February. I want the tank. Get Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, one of those guys.
Crazy.
Add it to this team, and then maybe you have to trade one of your top guys in the starter just because there's too many guys, there's too many chefs.
Yep, yep,
And then next year the Raptors be nice because at the end of the day, I think Masai understands there's going to be no real free agents that are going to sign here. We're gonna have to trade for guys. We're gonna have to get through the draft through undrafted players, second rounders,
yeah,
late in the first. So this was a bold move. This was showing I'm not I don't think Masai is into like that traditional tank where it's like, okay, we have like bear shit players or garbage players. Let's be 15th in the NBA. I don't think he wants to do that. I think he's a
yeah,
retool type of guy. He's like, okay,
yeah,
let's just take this asset, move it for that. Um, but you you get a guy who can score without a play being ran for him. Give
yep.
who else can do it on the Raptors? Am I mistaken? Anybody? Like nobody else can really.
Not like that.
Not like that. Give me the ball. Boom, 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 boom. Give me some space. I got
Yeah,
it. Don't worry. So they got their scorer. They got an all star. He was only an all star once, but still an all star, averaging at least 20 points a game the last I think 5-6 years. The only problem that we're scared of the injuries.
yeah.
Um, I don't think Ingram has played that many games, like over 64 games, I believe, since his rookie year or something. I think last year he played 64, and then prior to that, that was the most he's ever played since his rookie season. So
Hmm.
that's concerning. Hopefully, we don't sign him for a max contract because that'd be crazy. And then, yeah, but I'm excited for next year for sure. This year is a wash, but next year I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, like Brandon Ingram to me, he's just like if Carmelo and Katie had a child. Like
Don't tell me.
he's in between those two, and like you can't go wrong with either of those.
Facts.
We've been protesting for KD because we already know he loves the city as well. And as you just kind of said, no one's going to sign here. You could offer the money Like our money, our Canadian money is no good to any free agent, right? It's like you have to get a young guy here. They have to fall in love with the city and like grow to
Facts.
appreciate it, right?
Right,
Or
right.
you just have to, be aware enough to appreciate us anyways, which is like the KDs or the Brandon Ingrams. Or half of our lineup is our Canadians. Half of our lineup is either Canadians or humble guys or free agents that actually appreciate our city. But
Facts.
yeah, Brandon Ingram is going to be a great piece because number one, he adds a lot of size. That was one of my concerns for the Raptors, at least with the backcourt. We do have
Yeah.
undersized guards, so we did give up Davion Mitchell, although he's a defensive dog. We do have Shed, so we kind of
They do the
offset
same
with
thing,
that.
no?
Yeah, they're very similar.
Very similar.
I used to mix them up for a couple weeks. So,
Go crazy.
but yeah, the fact that we have a bona fide scorer, someone that again that could get us, 25 plus, but those nights where he can get us 34, 35, 37 when needed, and adds a different it's the way he goes about it, right? Like he's gonna be shooting over players. That's a shot that you need that to bail you out sometimes, right?
Facts.
Um the only other players that I could think of, like, hitting the shot, buzzer beater down is Melo, KD, Kobe, Jordan. Like, those are the only players,
Yeah.
realistically. Luca,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
he's a shot creator. And, we already have a great culture. We have Scotty Barnes. He can get you a triple double any night, right? He fills up the stat sheet. So many times I've seen in the first quarter, Scotty Barnes has 8, 5, and 5,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we have that, and then Pirtle once again, big fundamental. He's like our our Wish Timmy Duncan,
I
Tim
wish.
Duncan,
Yeah.
sorry, from Wish, right? So we have some great pieces. Next year's gonna be great for us. Now the East is getting more competitive. At least when it comes to the top, we have Cleveland. So it's great to see we're making the right moves. And we still have without giving up too much. So there's still room to make more moves. That's what I love the most about what the Raptors are doing right now. So
Yeah. Yeah. They gave him nothing for him
you give
essentially.
them nothing for him.
Um, but like from a basketball perspective, do you see like you see the starting lineup quickly, Barrett, Barnes, him and Pirtle, like you see that working.
Oh no, like if we get to see it
How's
on the
that shit
court,
though?
if we get to see it on the court, that'd be great. But it's great to see what is good and bad about it. I doubt there's too much going on there. We need players to like role players, and we could use some of the assets that we have to get more assets. Maybe that means we trade like an RJ Barrett. I would like to see quickly go because he's an asset. RJ
This
Barrett, I'd
guy's not
rather
like
keep.
quickly.
He's nice, but and now the fact that Bi is here, that makes room for RJ Barrett to leave as well. To be honest, like I'm not mad with either one of those assets being used to get more assets or more picks or more of a supporting cast and a solid point guard or something that's going to get you 8 to 9 assists per game. I'm fine with that because we have Bi now, so that's that does cover a lot of the points that we need to get. So we need more defense. We need more role players. We need more those energy players, right? So interesting to see where the Raptors go because we're right there. We're probably one or two moves now from being a real contender without
Facts.
using too much future assets. So
Facts. Yeah, everything's through the draft. I'm surprised. RJ Barrett didn't get traded for Ingram. I thought he was gone, to be honest.
you thought he's
Because
going to be one of the pieces, right?
yeah, because I saw the rumors last night on Twitter, and I was like, oh, RJ Barrett's
Mm.
gone for sure. But when I saw Kelly Olynyk and Bruce Brown, I was like, well, first of all, they finally signed him. Yo, this man put a picture up on Instagram, surprised. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, why are you surprised? You were on
Who?
the block since you got Bruce Brown. Like
Oh,
you've been
but
on the block
he's
since you got here.
since he
You've been on
got
the
here.
block since. Like,
Ah,
what are you surprised about?
he's fronting, bro.
He's probably happy, eh?
He knew he was just passing by. That's why he played like 8 games for us, bro. He played about eight
Yeah,
games for us. So
niggas
I mean,
hype.
like it's great to see where Toronto's going to go for next year for sure. We're probably 1 or 2 years removed from being in that conversation for coming out the East, but we're making the right moves without costing too much for us. So that's good to see.